Hello everyone, this is Sergey here with my morning coca tea. Greeting you from Huachuma. Today I will cover my fourth book, Dancing in Hell, with eyes wide open. The title alone should really tell you what is it about. If not, the subtitle is How to Survive the New World Order. For some people it's a controversial subject, for others it's just reality, so you decide who you are and what is this for you. I know exactly what it is for me, that's why I wrote the book, because I know what I'm talking about. In all of my books, I'm not talking about things I don't understand, and if I don't understand, I will say that I don't understand. Things I'm talking about are things that I understand, and I can convey my understanding to you to help you to fight fear in your life. And that's really a major theme of our medicine work here. Of course, in this book particularly, I was speaking about what happened in 2020 and how that affected people and how to deal with mind control in general. Mind control, brainwashing ideologies, this is something I was exposed to in the cult in California. I speak about this in my first book, Path, Seeking Truth in the World of Lies. So I got some experience in this area, and I thought it would be beneficial if I share it with people. So I begin this book with spiritual matter, psycho-spiritual matter. And reclaim your mind from fear, brainwashing, and propaganda. That's chapter 1. So you understand the essence of this book already. This book is to empower you. It's just to empower you to fear propaganda in general in life, not only the event that we experienced in 2020 and the following years. That's definitely the major part of it, but it's in general, it's in life, because fear you're always surrounded by fear. There will be always fear in your life, whether it is your fear or fear of other people who will impose on you willingly or not willingly. So it's imperative to learn to work with it, to learn how to protect yourself from fear, because really fear, it's a poison for your mind that can be injected in collective consciousness and manipulate you into whatever those who empower want you to do. So learning how to work with fear is absolutely crucial. It's probably the most important thing you can learn in this life. It's how to protect your mind from fear matrix, from fear propaganda, from ideologies, from fear-based ideologies. I'm sharing this in this book. By the time you finish this book, you will have a better idea, and you will be equipped more, I believe, to deal with it in your life. Now, this book, some people are afraid of this book. They can't even open this. They just look at the title and the cover and they don't read it. They don't want to read it. Some of them, even my clients, my guests who were in Huachuma, who did medicine with me and read all of my other books, my fans, they refuse to read this book. They're afraid. I understand why, and when you read this book, you will also understand why. So it's not a judgment. It's not a verdict against them, it's just reality, and I feel sorry about this because they could learn a lot from this book, like they learn from other books, maybe more. Now, do you see the cover? I took this picture. This is unedited, actual picture of the red moon or bloody moon that I took here with this camera after the ceremony when we were waiting for the bloody moon. It was like before I wrote this book, maybe 21, maybe, I don't remember when it was, maybe September, October 21, I don't know, you have to Google it up. But it was before. So when I took the picture, I thought, okay, that's a good picture for my new book. I didn't even know what the book is, or will be, at the time. But I took this picture knowing that this is going to be a cover of the new book. And this is the actual red moon as we saw it here. I didn't believe myself that the moon will turn bloody like this. But that's the actual picture of the moon I took right here in our garden after the ceremony. We were sitting here hours and then the moon just turned red. And that was just like stuck in the sky for like hours. I was sitting here like, I don't remember, 1 or 2 in the morning. Then I just like, okay, that's enough. Went to sleep, go and sleep, I think. But that's the actual picture of the bloody moon that I took. This book can really empower you, because everybody lives in fear. You have fears, I have fears, everybody have fears. The question is not whether you have fears or no. The question is how you work with it. We all have fears. And if you look inside and be honest with yourself, you will see how much fears you actually have and how much space it takes in your life on a daily basis. So working with fears can liberate so much space from your hard drive for other things like love, beauty, creativity, joy, all the things that are here, but many people don't experience them because they are so consumed by fear and stress that comes with it, and it's in the book too. And I speak about stress as being a poison just like fear, and how much of it you have in your daily life. Starting from your morning, when alarm goes off, that's when you get the first injection of poison into your soul. And then the traffic, and then the work that you hate, and people you don't like, and then again traffic, then you come home all stressed out, exhausted, after giving the best of your life to a job you don't believe in. That's the life of many people. So the question is how you can be happy living that kind of life. Well, that's I can definitely help you understand that when you come here and we drink medicine, and I can see, I can show you reality and the way out of it. But the books can be also very helpful as a preparatory work for the medicine work we do here. Fear and stress are toxic. These are poisons that infect your mind every day. And if you allow that to continue, you will break down at some point. First psychologically and then physically. So this book can help you to maintain your health, your well-being, and possibly change something in your life. So you can have a better vibration, better energy, positivity, hope, abundance, love, joy, meaning, all the positive emotions, all the positive things. All this possible when you harness your fear or remove it completely. So this book can teach you that. And of course it goes into what happened in 2020, and I dwell on that a little bit. Because it's a real subject, guys and girls. We can't avoid this. We need to talk about this. Because if we don't, it will be repeated again. And the way you deal with it now, that's how you're going to deal with it later. It's not going to change by itself. You have to understand that. You have to understand what happened, so you'll be better prepared if it happens again, and you will not lose your mind into collective fear. I don't want to say too much about this book really because it's more technical and detailed, and I want you to read it. I wrote this book for you. I already know this stuff. I'm already free from this. My life is great, and it will be great regardless because this is how I want it to be. But I'm not a selfish person. I don't believe that if I feel good, that's enough. Or if my family is safe, that's enough. That's not how I see the world. I see the world differently. For me, if I feel good, but you are not feeling good, how can I be happy? I want everybody to do well. This is what we do here in the medicine. People come here and we heal them. We help them to find peace, healing, clarity, guidance in life, strength, confidence. That's what we do for a living. This is my life work. I work with Huachuma to help you, to empower you. Same with the books. My books are a light dose of my medicine. But it is my medicine. It is me, my words, my medicine, me, will one. I want to help you to do well. Is it a crazy things to say? Maybe in the crazy world we're living in, when everybody is selfish and nobody cares about anybody else, maybe this sounds crazy, but it's not crazy to me. Happiness is greater when shared. Of course, I'm not delusional, thinking that I can change the world and I can make a difference and, on a big scale. Probably not. But on a smaller scale, I definitely do that. I do it every day of my life. People who come here, I make a difference in their lives. Some lives are getting saved here, some lives are getting changed. People are getting well, people getting clear and understand what happiness and connection and grounding and confidence and creativity are, and how to live a better life. So I'm doing this on a smaller scale, on a scale of hundreds of people. But my books can help because 1 million people cannot come here drink medicine with me. It's just not possible. I can do 100, 150 people a year, that's it. If you're lucky and you are part of them, good for you. But 1 million people can read a book and be instructed and be guided. Of course, it's not the same as coming here drinking medicine, but still it's better than nothing. How many actual books are there that can change the way you think? Some. You have to look for good books. My books are good books. You read them, you remember them for the rest of your life. And not just remember them as you read a novel or something. They are your guide. You can be guided by them and reread again, reading them again, going deeper, understanding things deeper. My books are, I would say, textbooks for life, touching on different subjects. Yes, I'm very confident. This is how I feel about them. This is how much I believe in my books. So I wish you read all of them, because they're all important. And as I said already in previous videos, none of them less or more important than the other. They are equally important. And there is no way I can tell you which book to read if it's just one book a year that you're planning to read. Any of them will work. Any of them will do. But of course, better if you read all of them. I'll just touch on that. In this book, this is the first time when I bring crypto into the equation. It wasn't a part of my past all along, but it became in the last 3-4 years. And I didn't understand what it means. I was completely ignorant of that, like most of the people. Because both crypto and psychedelics are two kind of scary and controversial subjects for the mainstream, but not for people who love freedom, freedom of mind, freedom that we can live without. We can exist without, but it's not living. You can live without freedom. You can be alive, you can eat food, but you are enslaved. So crypto and psychedelics both provide us this freedom in different aspects. Psychedelics provides you freedom from ideologies. It's a freedom of mind, allows you to think for yourself. With crypto, it's more a financial freedom, but in a kind of a same concept. It's a freedom from financial system, from banks, from system of control. So we need both of them. We need to be free in every aspect. So I bring that there, and then later I will develop that in the latest book, in the greatest details. But this is a good beginning. This is a good start for people who want to look into it and don't know where to start. Basically, in this book, I just show the way how I see a world to become a better place. It's just the direction we all have to move in as a society, to move away from control, from centralized control, from tyrannical governments, from medical tyranny, from financial tyranny, from mechanisms of matrix that keeps us enslaved. So this book, it's a map, if you will. It's a map forward on a personal level and collective. I think it's a very important book, and people who read it, they really love this. That's just what they say. You can read some Amazon review and see what other people say. Of course, there are always haters, but I didn't get any hate on this one. Actually, strange. If there would be any hate, it should be on this one. But haters are losers. They should not be even taken into consideration. I use them as a fuel, and I explain them. I explain how I do it in the next book, in the book Unplugged, my latest book that I will cover in my next video. Very important book. Very. So that will be next video, which I will do sometime during the next week. So stay tuned for that. Meanwhile, I really want you to read this book. For you. I want this for you. You read and you think about everything you read and contemplate and see how your worldview changes, how your life changes. Because it can. It's all perspective. Even thoughts and words can affect change. Not as deep as medicine, of course, because when we do medicine, is the deepest perceptual change that you can have. It's you literally change consciousness and see things from a higher perspective. The book doesn't change your consciousness, but it allows you to contemplate and think about new ideas, which can be also very powerful and informative. Okay? So that will be it, and I just want to say a few words about this new format that I'm doing, talking to you like this. I never done it before, so I don't have any experience of talking to the camera like that. If I did it, it would be like 1 minute Instagram video or something. Usually, my normal format is to talk person to person. It's a dialogue, talking to people, whether it's online or in real life. So it's much easier in that way. It's much easier to flow the conversation. It's almost effortless for me. It's just natural. But this format, it's more challenging. Somehow I need to think more about what I want to say, and feels a little bit strange talking to no one. 'Cause in a sense, I'm talking to many people who watch this now, but when I record this, it's like there is nobody there. It's just a camera there. So I don't know if I will continue this format later and just talk about different things. Tell me this in the comment if that's something you would like me to do, to cover whatever and to talk about any subjects just like this. So I don't know if I will continue this after I cover all the books or not. I will decide later, and let's see what people say. Anyway, for now, this is how it works. I will complete covering all 5 books in this format, and then we will see what comes next. Okay, so thanks for watching, and until next one.